Hey, what's up? This is Riley. I'm a diamond player and I'm about to spectate Wangofcrystal just to give him tips on how to play bot lane. I think everyone in this game is bronze and this guy actually mains Draven, so we'll see how he does. I looked at his runes, he's running like 13 attack damage and 1 lifesteal quint, which is good. And then his masteries weren't so good. I'll probably put a screenshot of good Draven masteries in the description of this video after I'm done recording it. But right now I can fast forward. I guess another thing I could talk about just with this setup is that on the current patch, heal is a lot better than barrier, so he should have taken that. So right there, he wasted time, so he's gonna miss a creep in lane. He should have like hit the golem right at 155, then ran to lane. Because he already missed 1 creep, he's gonna miss the second one. That's really bad because you want to get all the XP from the first wave, and then on the second wave you want to push so you hit level 2 before the enemy. Because once you hit level 2 before them, you can pretty much dominate them if you go aggressive. So right now he's not pushing, so he's definitely not going to get level 2 first. That just means he's going to lose his lane if the enemy goes aggressive. Sivir got pulled, but it didn't even matter because she had a level on them. So now he just has to try to harass. Now that they're equal in levels and Sivir wasted that barrier, they can win a fight really easily if they just like kind of clear the creeps out a bit and go auto attack Sivir. But I don't know, Draven just seems scared to auto attack, I guess. I think once he wasted all his health, so he's in a bad spot. He should have been going out Sivir anytime her Q was on cooldown. So now that he's low health, like, they might not win a trade, unfortunately. At least Leona doesn't have flash, so she can't go deep on him. Right there, that was a Q he needed to dodge. Because like, Sivir Boomerang does a lot of damage. Dodging skill shots is definitely important as an AD carry. So now, they're just farming pretty much. Nothing's gonna happen. Until he's full health, he can't really go aggressive, but once he does get full health, he'll want to go in. Because if he dodges Sivir's Q or like goes in when it's on cooldown, then he can just dominate her with his like spinning axes. There they go, pull. Sivir could have spell shielded that, but I don't know why she didn't. Draven has barrier and Sivir doesn't, so he can actually get this kill. Unfortunately, the E from Blitzcrank was late. Blitzcrank. Oh. Yeah, Blitz should be right now, so he's back in lane with full HP before Leona is. Yeah, that was smart of him. Yeah, now that Draven has Spam Scepter, it's not as bad as if he gets hit by a Sivir Q. But he'll still want to dodge it in like a full out engage. So yeah, he's starting to get levels in his own Q, so anytime he has double X's, he should be looking to trade. He's doing a pretty bad job of letting Sivir out push him. Like, if she wants to Q the minions, then she should be getting hit in the face while that's on cooldown. You want to know the enemy champion you're playing against, that helps a lot. Like, you can look them up on like LoL Wiki or something to see their cooldowns. Like, Sivir Q is 9 seconds, that's pretty long. Like, you can definitely hit her with both of her spinning axes in that time. I don't know. In solo queue, you might not always get a support who knows how to go aggressive with you, but honestly, bot lanes and bronze aren't aggressive enough, because like, you could be autoing Sivir a lot while she's just hitting creeps and wasting her cooldowns on minions. So at this point it's just a farm lane, because no one seems to want to do anything until Blitz lands a pull, I guess. That was good. You went aggressive there, and you used the high damage that you have on Draven. And then Leona was kind of silly for not ulting earlier. She could have saved her Sivir. And then you would have just had, if she did ult you, then Sivir would have lived, and then at that point you'd just keep going aggressive on Sivir because she doesn't have the ult to save her again. So now what you wanted to do is push this lane faster so these creeps would die to the tower. That way Sivir is missing a lot more CS. There's a chance that this whole wave will die before Sivir gets here though, so it's not too bad. Then yeah, you don't really have gold to buy an item, so you might as well stay in lane. Leona was dumb for that. Like, if you're the support, there's no reason to die for CS. Honestly, no one should die for CS, but especially the support. Like, if your AD carries back, like you can go for XP if it's safe, but if you're gonna take damage, then you just become useless to your team until you go heal. And then that was interesting that you took the time to go out and ward there, just because the ward does nothing against Evelyn. And you actually would have had a kill on Sivir if you stayed in lane when Blitz got that pull. But it's okay. Like right now she doesn't have barriers, so if you pushed lane while Leona was dead, you could have dubbed Sivir real quick, but at this point it's too late. I'm gonna turn on Fog of 4 so I'm not like cheating looking at where Eve is. So at this point, you're just trying to get gold for your BF sword, which is not too bad. And then once you get that, you should definitely be aggressive. Like honestly right now I would just I would clear this creep wave, then go find a place to recall so you can get BF sword. They're going on Blitz, so that's an opportunity to hit Sivir. Like right now I hit Sivir. Yeah. You could have made that a 1-for-1 if you were doing your full damage on her while she was focusing Blitz, but yeah. You just seem kind of unconfident in your abilities. Or maybe you just don't realize how strong you are. But yeah, that's something that happens a lot with the tanky supports in like a high level game, is if they blow everything on your support, you can usually reverse the kill onto their AD carry. Especially since Sivir doesn't tank a Doran's Blade, she's not tanky at all. And meanwhile your Qs do a lot of damage. That's a good kill right there, just following up on a gank. You could have got these 2 CS up here if you went for them. Unfortunately you didn't in time. But yeah, right now you just want to push and get some damage on the turret before Sivir comes back. Ideally you would get bot tower as fast as you can, then you would either group or put immense pressure on their bot. But yeah, that kill is kind of wasted because nothing happens to the tower. A lot of people in solo queue are really bad about objectives, but you just have to think about how rewarding it is to take a tower, and then just figure out how fast you can kill them. So now, like, In a really coordinated game, this is when teams would be grouping, like, the bot tower would be down and you'd start ganking mid. So the fact that you're still in lane is not ideal. You should try to get a spinning axe on Sivir whenever you can, and then if she gets too low you can dive for her and take the tower, or force her to go back and take the tower. And then I think on Draven you're supposed to keep 2 like axes at all times, just by using your Q twice and catching everything. Like, right there you could have reversed that gank if you had been harassing Sivir like earlier. Like if you chunked Sivir or Leona down to 3/4 HP, then when they all end you like that, you could have just hit them and ult them and they would have died. But you just weren't aggressive enough when you had the chance. Yeah. One way to learn faster is to kind of take risks, and then if it doesn't work out, you want to figure out why it didn't work out, but you want to really learn how to maximize your potential. Because like anytime you're just standing around, you're not really doing anything for the team. Right now this dragon is questionable because their whole team's alive and they have all their ults. And Talon's not very good at doing dragon, but you kind of just lucked out that it's not warded. It would be a safer play if you had a pink ward on it, but this is just reckless. But yeah, getting the dragon is a good thing when you can do it successfully. At this point, you should just be pushing the lane. Like if Sivir doesn't want to come to lane, like her CS can die to the tower while you're like getting damage on the tower. And it's a win for you, but she recalled for free because you didn't push fast enough. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, now that kill's there, you have to run. That's not you could reverse this onto Sivir since you're not going to get away anyway. But kill did have ult, so it kind of didn't matter. Yeah, you had your opportunity to push the creeps to tower earlier, then you could have just backed up as soon as you saw Kayle walk over the ward, but So now I'm surprised you don't have your Bloodthirster yet. It's probably because you didn't kill that creep wave fast enough. So you just died before you got it. It's unfortunate that your ult missed, but not a big deal. You guys are still in this game. So yeah, while they're back, this is your chance to take their tower. And after you take it, you should recall, but I don't know if you pushed too slow or they just respawn too fast. Yeah, I guess you just didn't get to lane in time because you're dead. So at this point, just back up because you don't know. Well, actually, you do see Eve top, so you can harass Sivir under turret or just poke the tower. And this is lagging weirdly right now. So yeah, Eve's top and Kayle's mid, so you couldn't go aggressive 2v2 right now. Sivir has better damage items than you, but you have more burst and you're tankier, so honestly it could go well if you fought. And you have flash, so you could flash the Leona ult, so you would win 2-on-2. At that point, you could have been hitting Leona, and then you used your barrier at a bad time. You want to use it like when when they're actually hitting you, like with their spells and stuff. If not, just save it till you're really low HP. But you probably could have killed Leona after Sivir ran out of the fight, but you kind of tunnel visioned on Sivir.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So now you really have to find a way to kill this bottom tower and start grouping with your team, because just sitting in bot for 20 minutes isn't very good. Like CS honestly isn't very important in the grand scheme of the game. The saving grace here is that the other bot lane isn't roaming either, so your team's not getting punished for you sitting bot at least. There they did roam, so now it's like clear that you did not take bot tower fast enough. Yeah, like you want to try to kill it whenever they get a bad death or bad recall. So that way you can that way you can just push the creeps past halfway and group with your team really early, but yeah, this game's just been bad in that regard. So right now, like, you should assume there's people over here because they're not in this sword, so they're probably in your blue buff. And that Leona's out of position, so that's a free kill real quick. And now that they're down in person, you can win this fight. You'll want to use your tower to your advantage, though. Yeah, Zed's getting kills in their back line, so that's good. Yeah, you had a lot of HP, which means you could have been more active in that fight. Ideally, you want to use like 90% of your HP and then get away. But you kind of ran away too early. You were too scared. Like now that your teammate's dead, he can't help you, so it's kind of bad. Like you wanted to go in at the same time as him. Then Teemo should have been pushing top as soon as he saw that everyone was bot, but he did force Eve to come top and he killed her, so that's not too bad. So now you've lost a lot of towers and not gotten very many, which means like no one's really pressuring the map as hard as they should be. I think it's mainly just that people are scared. Like you really want to learn your limits and like do as much as you can. So now you're kind of doing nothing. You could be pushing bot out at least. Now if you help Zed, that's good, but you kind of got there a little too late. But it's actually working out. You could possibly kill you. Yeah, like if you were there a little earlier, you wouldn't have had to flash for the kill, because you would have been hitting them as soon as they started hitting Zed. So that's unfortunate. Yeah. So yeah, if you were quicker to see where you needed to be, you would have got that kill without flashing, and then you wouldn't have ended up dying to kill. Like, time management is something you could definitely work on. Like, just get your lane pushed out and go to where you can help your team either get an objective or at least get some kills at least. So now, like, hopefully this creep wave will kill bot turret since no one else is doing it. Then, since the creeps are already pushed past halfway, you can go straight to mid or top. That teleport was nonsensical because the turret already went down and the next one wasn't gonna go down. So Teemo's kind of dumb for that, but it might result in a kill. Yeah, your ult ended up helping, so that's good. So now your team needs you mid, so you have to just run mid and make sure you don't lose the turret and give like Talon time to heal in base. Yeah, he was able to get back on the map before he lost tower, so that's good. And now like you have 5 people on the map and they only have 4, so you guys can try to pressure. Unfortunately, Teemo's recalling, so the game's kind of dead right now. If someone drops a trinket or ward right there, then you could see if it is safe to do this dragon. I think the dragon was safe because it seems like their whole team just recalled, but you would have just wanted to drop a trinket right there on your way from mid, so you see who's coming at you. And then if you do see 5 people, you would maybe have to back off. So now you see 2 people, so you can't go. You do have a creep wave mid, so this is an opportunity where you can take this turret before they get your bot turret. So that would be a good play. Cutting them off from mid is also a very good thing. Yeah, that was a good job of like leaving your lane and roaming. Because what you did is, as a team, you put pressure on a turret and cut them off from the turret so they couldn't defend it. That was really good. Yeah. So yeah, if you do a better job of pushing out your lane and stuff, you can get a lot more catches in the jungle like that. Especially if you like convince your team to group. Right now, one person probably should have recalled earlier just to stop Nasus, because like only like 3 of you could have taken them him easily, and then like Talon could have W'd this creep wave to stop Nasus. I don't think you would have been the right one to go back, because Nasus could probably dive you with Wither. Actually, since he doesn't have armor, I'm not even sure, but you should have told Talon or Zed to go back, and you'll get the inhib without them. And if they trusted you, then it would have worked out well. So now you just want to get to your team. All the waves on your map are pushing towards them, which is good. It means your team can pretty much go wherever you want. That was a good kill. You should run because kill can wreck you. Now that Blitz is here, you can turn. Well, he didn't do anything really. Now you can go in and kill that server. Just use your like W resets when you catch your X's. And kill ulted earlier so you can kill her there, which is very good. Yeah, that should be GG. Like, I don't know, you can at least take 2 bot turrets right now. You're too far away from the Nexus to take that. With their whole team dead, you should have pushed. This is a really bad recall. Like, there's a turret right there to get. And you probably could have got the second one too. So yeah, I think you just didn't realize how much you could do for your team right there. And then, on Draven, you want your second or third item to be less Whisper, because armor penetration is huge. Like, the 40% armor pen boosts your damage a lot after you have a BF sword item, which is your Bloodthirster. So your build's definitely not ideal. Like, you can see Leona has a lot of armor, Eve is building armor, And then Nasus has a high base armor, you might not have known that. So Last Whisper would definitely be worth it at this point over a Static Shiv. But yeah. That was just a good job of taking advantage of the fact that their team was not moving around the map like they should. Like, bronze players do a lot of standing around, so like, if you take the initiative and get your team to follow, then you can make a lot of plays while the other team's wasting time. So now, like, hopefully you could force a fight with Baron together. I don't know why, like, one person went in and a different person recalled. That's like low level play. Then he's wasting summoners trying to fight by himself. Like, honestly, I think you could just group with Baron and you'd be good. Like, you have 4 huge damage dealers, the enemy team's gonna focus one of them, and then the other 3 can kill them if you just group. So yeah, you should try to wait for Talon, because you still have some good time on your Baron buff. Like, that was risky, because that could have turned into a 3 versus 5. You didn't really have the vision of where they were to justify going in there. So yeah, now it's just like group and finish. People are really bad about grouping on the server, but if you can make it happen, then you guys can end the game. Zed went top for no reason, instead of wanting to take the inhib while like half your team had Baron. That's just selfish play, he just saw the farm, honestly. But yeah. This is silly because you guys are outnumbered, but I guess with the Baron buff you're strong enough. Hopefully you'll end the game off of this, because right now it's kind of decided, but it's just like people messing around. Yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward. This game's over unless something stupid happens. Pretty sure you're gonna win because the game ends in a minute. So yeah, I'm gonna stop the recording. It was a good game, just be more aggressive and figure out how strong your champion is. Good luck in your future games.